Perfect, man. Look at that. You went on an adventure.
Hey, Jessica.
Yeah, it is hard. You know what? I got to go ahead and 20 foot. It is.
Oh, they're shooting.
Oh, no.
The fireworks man out here at nuts.
Fireworks, huh?
We are Amped Electric Games, aka Ultra One Racing. We specialize in electric unicycles. That's right, electric unicycles traveling at speeds up to 70 miles an hour. Come on by the Amped Electric Games booth and you can try your own electric unicycle. We got a little test track set up. We promise we won't send you at 70 miles an hour. We start out on the InMotion E20. It has training wheels, so it's for everybody. So come on by and check out the Amped Electric Games booth here at King of the Hammers 2025.
Let's go. What's up, people? It's me again, your man ThaBlackCobra, back once again with the Wheel Life Show. Today we have another show to tell you about all that's going on in the world of PEV. And of course, I brought along Seth Johnson and the Amped Electric Games team. The rest of the team is out at King of the Hammers. But without further ado, I'm going to bring them in right now. What's going on, Seth? What's up, my buddy? Seth, you there? Mic check, mic check. I don't think Seth can hear us. Seth, you there? There we go. Seth, mic check, mic check.
Hey.
Hey. I can hear you. Can you hear?
What's happening?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think my headphones went dead there for a second.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey, we're here. We're live and direct on the ThaBlackCobra show.
Yo, yes, man. Hey, great job the other day on Sensei Vegan Show. I picked that up. I couldn't be on it. I missed it, but I was able to watch the playback. So I'm glad you guys were able to, talk to him. And I just wanted to continue that conversation because there was so much in that conversation that I don't think people really caught. And I want to make sure that they know what's going on, Seth. Tell them where you are. Tell them where you are right now.
So, Amped Electric Games / eRideLife, we are here at King of the Hammers 2025. If you are unaware of what King of the Hammers is, it's the largest off-road racing event in the U.S., maybe even in the world. There's going to be around 100,000 people here coming up this next weekend. The event actually runs for 3 weeks, so we've been out here for about 10 days, and we're right in the middle. They had a couple races today, and they've got a lot of races coming up in the next week. 3 of those races will feature electric unicycles. The event is presented by Ultra 4 Racing for 4 wheels. We call ourselves Ultra 1 Racing because we have 1 wheel.
I like that.
Yeah, we've got a booth out here. I'm going to spin the camera around so you can see what we have going on. We have, come on, spin around. All right, there we go. So we'll go remote here. We've got Manny from New Jersey. He has a child here on the InMotion E20. We're teaching people how to ride. We probably had 150 people through the booth today. And so we have a little training corral set up. So this is our This is kind of our training area. We have our rack of helmets here for all different size noggins. And, we have our booth here. We've got a couple of wheels. What we've been doing is when people graduate from the E20, we've been putting them on this Biosite Future. So when they can go around the learning corral twice without touching their hand or without stepping off, then we graduate them up to the future. We have our display area here where we've got some videos playing of different races that we've covered. We have the X-Way here. We've got an ET Max over there, a Blitz over there. Here in the middle, we have our Biosite Extreme, kind of our middle of the road. We also have the Biosite ES. This is their new E-Moto. We're actually doing a giveaway for that to support the Electric Angels. And then on this side of the booth, Cobra, we have kind of our beginner area. So we have the Falcon, the M10. All of the wheels are on charge right now, but the other ones that are here are normally on display. And then on this side, we have a little video of my wife, Amy, cruising around on the A2. So, what we're trying to show people here at the booth is that, you don't have to be an extreme rider to ride electric unicycles. You can just be a casual rider and maybe ride around town. Maybe you want to go down to get yourself some milk at the gas station or something like that. Just a short trip. You don't have to be a racer to do it.
Yeah, that's great to hear. That's one of the things I tell people about EUCs is you can use them for anything. I walk my dog with them, and then I go on short trips to the store. I truly find ways not to want to use my car so I can use my wheel. I get a backpack that's big enough so that I can put whatever groceries or whatever in it so that I can use my wheel and go to the store. So that makes sense.
Yep.
Shouts out to Spartacus and, of course, Roger and Jessica Henderson. Jessica, one of my best friends. Jessica, she is not a wheel rider. And she's not super adventurous, but she says she needs one of these classes to learn how to ride the wheels. So I'm going to teach you, Jess. I'm going to teach you.
Yeah, come to King of the Hammers and learn with professionals. We wouldn't be able to do this without the team that we have here. So I'd love to be able to give a shout out to all the riders that are here, if that's cool with you, Cobra.
Go right ahead, please.
All right. So we have EUC Zach here from Folsom, California. He just won the off-road portion of the China Global Race at Biosite. I know you were there, Cobra.
Yeah.
We were together. We also have Sterling Broyles. He's here out from Roanoke, Virginia. We have Mike Leahy, Shibby Time. He's out here. He hails from Seattle, Washington. We've got Nico from Washington, D.C. He's here. He's a previous winner of Oak City Shred Fest. You saw Manny in the intro, so Manny is out here from New Jersey. We also have Declan from Washington, D.C. We've got Wheelie Brady from New Jersey. We have Brett, E-Rider Abe from Toronto. Yeah, we have a crew here, Cobra. We figure we got so many hundreds and thousands of people coming through the booth. We need as much of a hand as possible. And these guys have just been stellar with helping people to learn how to ride and spreading the love of electric unicycles.
Yeah, definitely. The love is real. A lot of what you said, you did jump on your soapbox a little bit on his show the other day, and I was happy for it, Seth, because people don't realize that when we start talking about these wheels, we can't help it. It is so good. It's like amazing the feeling that we get that we can't help but go off on a tangent talking about how amazing they are. So I mean. Yeah. Where you are now, and I want people to really understand the stage that you're on right now, Seth, because we have, for those of you who don't know, like Jessica, by the way, she said she wants to learn. She's in. She said soon. All right, Jessica. Now, Jess, I got my hip replaced, so I'm on crutches right now, but give me a minute to recover, and I'll teach you really quick. So, so we have been going around the country, and I can't even say the country anymore, Seth. I got to say the world. because
world.
you've been to India, we've been to China, we've been all over the country riding these electric unicycles, and it's amazing that we meet so many people and we get to like bring this to so many people's lives. But the stage that you're on right now, just give them an idea, Seth, of the true magnitude of the event that you're at right now.
Sure. So there's 4 helicopters that cover this event, as well as drone operations. I mean, they have an entire nerve center operation, like 3 whole tractor trailers that are just full of camera equipment, production. It's just wild. This is the biggest stage I think that electric unicycles have ever been featured at. And I have to give a huge shout out to Dave Cole. He's the organizer of Ultra 4 and King of the Hammers. He's been doing this for 19 years. And when I first had a conversation with Dave, I told him kind of the history of Amped Electric Games and how we were trying to, spread the sport and spread the stoke. And he really got, emotional and said, I see a lot of me in what you're trying to do. And I want to open up this platform that I have that I've built to Amped Electric Games and eRideLife, and kind of give us a leg up and let us stand on the shoulders of giants. So I have so much love and respect for Dave Cole and Ultra 4 Racing, Tara Hunter, and Rory and their whole team. They've just been so incredibly open to allowing us to do whatever we want here at the event, right down to the fact that they put us in a 60 by 40 booth. We have Nitto Tire on one side of us. We have Monster Energy on the other side. Then Ford Raptor is on the other side of that. And we have also have a tent and our airbag and our jump right in the middle of the entire event. It's called Hammertown is the event, and it's like Mad Max out here. I mean, I don't know another way to describe it, but people riding around on 4x4s and buggies and ATVs with neon whips riding in the air, and fireworks going off left and right, and I mean, it's just a wild experience, and for them to open up their doors to us, and the other thing, I just got out of a meeting with their live stream team, so they will be featuring us on their live stream, which is 2.5 to 3.5 million viewers each year, and so we are going to be on the main stage coming up here on Tuesday between 12 and 2. Wednesday between 12 and 2, and Thursday between 12 and 2. There isn't a real set time, because essentially they're going to allow us to take part of their live track. Okay. So what will happen is if there's a rollover or if there's a stoppage of the race, they're going to bring us in, and we're going to race around on their actual track here at Ultra 4. It features tabletop jumps. There's even a road gap. So, bringing all of these riders in to take part of both the booth and the event, I put the call out, and this just goes to show how strong the EUC community is. I was like, guys, we need to bring out the best and the brightest riders to Ultra 4, because we're going to be featured on their live stream. Who has availability? Who can come out? It's in the middle of a work week, so it's tough for some people to break away from work and stuff to come out and support an event like this. But the calling, the response was incredible, and we have 10 of the best EUC riders, some of the best EUC riders in the country.
World.
Maybe even the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, legitimately, we can say that now, because we've had competitions with people from all different countries. So this is not, we're not just saying that, you can say, oh yeah, I'm the best in the world. You can say whatever you want until you compete against others. And when you compete and then you win, then you can say I'm the best in the world. So we have 2 of our U.S. riders are 2 of the best in the world. They won the off-road and the asphalt races. So shouts out to both Zach, who won the off-road, and Aaron Doria, who won the asphalt track. They did a great job. Raced people from Canada, from Russia, from the Czech Republic, from all over, and China, and they kicked butt. So we can say we have some of the best riders in the world.
Can you excuse me for one moment, Cobra?
Go for it. What do you got?
Welcome to King of the Hammers 2025. We are Amped Electric Games, and we specialize in racing electric unicycles. You can come over to the Amped Electric Games tent and try your own electric unicycle now with some of the best riders in the world.
Yeah. Love it. So in case you guys don't know, in case you guys don't know, that's the kind of thing that Seth and I like to sit. We sit next to each other and we just bounce that kind of vibe off of each other. And I just hearing you with the mic, I'm like, let's go.
Heck yeah, man. We've got a couple kids here in the training area right now.
Nice. That's exactly what we love to see. Because if we teach those kids, they will really take it and run with it. Love it.
So that's a brand new rider right there on the Bigo Future. I can't tell you how many people go.
Lost them. Okay. So in his earlier live stream, they had a couple of times that happened. So we will go right back when he comes back. But yeah, Colin, one of the things you just said, and I had it up on screen, I'm gonna throw it back up. You said you do everything with your wheel, and it's legit. And I like to see other people saying it because I'm not the only one. We're not the only ones. Everybody who has a wheel, you end up finding ways to do things. I'm telling you, people, you find ways to use your wheel no matter what that you are doing. You find a way to not use your car, but to use your wheel. And Seth is back. There we go.
Yeah. We're on satellite with generator. And we're doing our best out here.
So has it warmed up any today, Seth? Because it was cold the other night when I saw you guys on.
Oh man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's around 75 degrees here today.
Nice. There you go.
It has been nice. Yeah, a big tent here, which is awesome. My camera keeps on wigging out here. Hold on.
So
that doesn't.
Colin is asking me, he said, any 100-mile-per-hour EUCs yet? Not yet, Colin, but we're pretty damn close. And I don't know that we really need 100-mile-per-hour EUC, but I know we're at about 70 right now, Colin. I think we're good, though. So somebody said, who will be the first EUC in outer space? I don't know. It might be Seth. He was the first in India. Him and Law Laxina, and they had Law doing a loop around that tunnel, going upside down. So maybe next they'll stick him in a spaceship. I don't know. Who is to say? So Seth, besides the wheels, what is the best thing that you've seen so far out there at King of the Hammers?
Oh man, just the whole vibe out here, Cobra. It's hard to put into words, but having dozens of people a day come up to the booth and say, "When are you guys racing? We can't wait to see that." People of all walks of life that you never would have thought would be interested in electric unicycles. Mm-hmm. I feel like we're really sparking something out here that is going to be a movement. It's what you and I and the rest of the AMP team have been working towards for the last 3 years, was getting people excited about electric unicycles. And I feel like we have hit a turning point. It's not hyperbole. It is honestly like people are super excited to see what these things can do. And there hasn't been one negative reaction or one person that's said anything other than we're so excited and we're so glad you're here.
Yeah. And that's the normal vibe that we get from people, and I'm glad that that vibe has extended to the giant crowd that you guys have out there, because that it means a great deal to us. But we lost him again. So to you guys, it means a great deal to us, but it means more that we have so many people that are responding to what we're doing. So when it comes to Colin, you asked when is the live stream. So it's going to be on the Ultra 4 channel, the Ultra 4 YouTube channel. Let's see if we and on the Ultra 4 YouTube channel, it's going to be on the 3rd and the 4th and the 5th. Their live stream is from 12 to 2. So as Seth was saying, we don't know exactly what time they'll be on. The wheels will be featured, but if you watch between 12 and 2, throughout that time, they'll be featured at various times depending on what's going on throughout the live stream. So just stay tuned on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th between 12 and 2 on, and this is Pacific Standard Time, I believe, right, Seth?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So that's Pacific time for the races, right? 12 and 2 Pacific time?
Yeah, it's going to be the 4th, 5th, and the 6th.
Yeah.
Between 12 and 2 Pacific Standard Time. And like I said, it's not really like a set time where you guys, you're going to start at 12 and, race. It's going to be somewhere in that time window. So we're not exactly sure what time it's going to happen at. And so we'll try to keep people updated. Basically, what they told us was just like, be ready. Be ready. Because, it's the type of thing where, they're spending millions of dollars for this production. All of these trucks that are out here, it's like a 7-hour race or something that they're participating in. And so,
like the Cannonball Run.
yeah, it's wild. And these vehicles that they're racing, they're like $500,000, $1 million vehicles. They are all set up with Starlink. They're sending all of the positioning system data back to the main station. And so, we're kind of here as, I'm not going to say a sideshow, but I'm going to say they're giving us a slot when the rest of the, if there, like I said, if there's like a stoppage in the race, a car turns over and they need to like make the track cold. It's kind of like the red flag. So when the red flag is thrown on one of our races, it's like everybody stands around and waits. Well, what's going to happen here at King of the Hammers is if they have to throw the red flag on the race, then they're going to be like, all right, you Amped Electric Games guys, get ready. You're going on. And then we'll be featured on the live stream.
Hold on, I'll be there to help you.
Well, that's the kind of stuff that, like you said, be ready. This is a huge opportunity, huge. So I'm just happy that we're able to be there and be on that stage and be able to be seen, because the more we're seen, we know how addictive these things are. People can't help but love them. So, shouts out to Shira, Kit Kat. Good to see you, Shira. She's in there. She's in the live stream. And Ultra 4 Racing, the question was asked a couple times, so we'll answer it again. Ultra 4 Racing is the YouTube channel. Look for Ultra 4 Racing action on their YouTube channel, and that live stream is where you're gonna get it. So again, Ultra 4 Racing is 4-wheel vehicles. They have Ultra 3 Racing, which is 3-wheel vehicles. Ultra 2, which is the dirt bikes, and we are now Ultra 1 Racing. They have so dubbed us Ultra 1 Racing. So I'm digging it. I'm definitely digging that, Seth. So where's the event? Yeah, West Coast. Right now they're out in SoCal, enjoying soaking up the sun during the day. But he had some cold last night, or a Friday night, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're actually in the middle of the desert here in Johnson Valley, California. I'm getting a little bit of sun here. So we're in the middle of the desert. It does get a little bit cold at night, but it's been good. It snowed here like 3 or 4 inches the night that we got here.
Oh wow,
which was wild.
That's crazy. Well,
can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Cool.
So the the issues that you're having with the I mean, being out in the middle of the desert and making it work. That's what I love, is that everybody brings all their gear and everything out. Hey, we're just gonna make something work out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
Love it, love it, love it.
You know how we do, Cobra.
That's right. We had that question when we were out at oh my God, Mo Biggs asked us that question. He said, where are you guys all from? And when we told him that the Ant Electric Games team is made up of people from all over, he was like, what? How in the world do you guys all come together to make this happen? I'm like, we just do. Love of the game, baby. Love of the game. Like,
Yep.
we love our wheels. We love our community. We love each other, and we come together to make these events work. So if you've never seen one of the events, then make sure you make it out, because it's definitely something to see. So I know you're going to be out there for a while, Seth, but I also wanted to talk about that hat you're wearing and what significance that might have.
Oh, this hat? This little thing right here? So, really happy to announce that eRideLife is now a brand.
Yes.
We're selling electric unicycles out here. We've sold quite a few actually this weekend. It's wild, Cobras. We get these kids on these E20s, and then, like I was saying, if they make it around the training area, we put them onto a future, and some of them will just ride right out of the booth and down the road, and away they go. We're like, hey, come back! You got to pay for that thing. So it's been great. We have partnerships with both In Motion as well as with Begode. And so we're working with both of those brands. We're also working with KidZoom. We're also working with Grizzla. So big shout out to Arik out at Grizzla. And I was saying on the Sensei Vegan Show, we're not going to be the cheapest place to buy wheels, but we're going to try to strive to have the best service and the best product possible. We are all riders, and we're creating a store for riders. And so if you're shopping for a new wheel, or maybe you just need a hand or tips or tricks with the wheel that you have, you can head over to eRideLife.com. You can also use the affiliate code eRideLife.com/BlackCobra. I think you'll probably put the link down into your description there, Cobra.
Yep,
I sent you the link in your email. And we're going to try to partner with as many folks as we can. We have a very good affiliate plan. So if anybody out there would like to become an eRideLife affiliate, please hit me up, Seth at eRideLife.com. We also partnered with the Freshly Charged channel. So you've got Andrew and Jimmy Chang over at Freshly Charged. They have like 400,000 subscribers, so we partnered with them, and we're going to be doing reviews over there on the Freshly Charged channel. So it's pretty exciting. Let me see if I can get this webcam working, Cobra, because I want to show you what's going on in the booth right now. All right. Are you able to?
Yep.
Are you able to see?
Yeah, we can see it. Yeah. Wow. we got a line going on over there. What's up?
Yeah, man. This is great.
Yeah, man. It's great to see new people learning. What I love is that they're not all the same age.
This is the most quiet it's been all day.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, Declan.
People, depending how fast they're going.
Yeah. That's sweet. Love it, love it, love it, man. I can't wait to get more and more riders. I can't wait till we see these everywhere.
Grabbing them by the hundreds.
Oh, Devo says I already have my eRideLife hat and T-shirt. Good quality merch. Nice, Devo. Devo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, man. It's crazy. It's just been so awesome to see all of these people coming through the booth, and they're excited. They're like, "What are these things? I've never seen this before." Or there's somebody in my town that goes 40 miles an hour on that thing. It's crazy. I don't think I could ever do that. And we're like, "Yeah, you can do it. You can do it."
Not only could you do it, but soon as you get it down packed, you'll do it. Like you
Yeah.
just you like I never was like when I got into this, I was like, I'm not getting into this to race like top speed. I'm not trying to go Mach 10 or nothing. But you look down, you're like, what? How am I going that fast? Like on the ET Max, I was like, there is no way I did 50 on that thing. No way. And like, but it just happens when you get it down packed and you know how to ride and you know what you're doing. It just kind of flows because it feels natural. It feels like part of you. You feel like one with the wheel. Now I'm a Jedi.
I got to show you some of our merch here. Is that all right, Cobra?
Go for it, man.
All right, cool. Let me show you our little merch table here. So, don't mind the Girl Scout cookies.
I want some of them.
We got the Pid Zoom fast chargers here. We got the new Grizzla pedals here. The Girl Scouts came by, and of course you got to support the Girl Scouts, right? So we got some Girl Scout cookies here. Underneath the Girl Scout cookies, we got the Pid Zoom finger horns.
Yep.
We also have the new Pid Zoom sliders.
Sweet.
We have some other Grizzla gear that we're getting ready to put out on the display. But here's kind of the display that we've been doing for our different wheels and all the different specs and things that you can expect when you purchase one of these wheels.
Yeah, it's really, really great to see, Seth. I liked how you have those organized so that they can just scan the code and go right to it.
Yeah.
Because it does make it easy for people if you want to buy something, we can make it easy for you. So I'm going to speak to what you said, Seth, that we're not planning to be the cheapest for wheels. And one of the things I wanted to address that, some people may not, some people already know, some people may already think about it, but we have people like Liam, EUC Underground, and Clark, and other people who are doing their own group buys and stuff. And one of the things that I want to make clear, and Seth and I have discussed this already, is that we're not trying to horn in on anything that they're doing.
Right.
Seth started this because what we're doing to bring these wonderful wheels into people's lives costs money, and Seth has been funding it for a long time, and he didn't have the funds anymore, so he has to figure out a way to make it work. So one of the ways we now have a nonprofit, the Electric Angels, which allows people to donate so that they can help us get this message out to people around the world. And then now eRideLife will allow him to sell the wheels, and the money will be able to help to get us on those planes, to get the gear on those planes and in those trucks, and get the gear where we need it to go so that we can live stream, so that we can do our videos and record people and interview people and bring the racing and bring the riding and bring the learning really to everybody. What you're doing over there, Seth, teaching everybody, and it's like, I know it's a weird phrase. It's God's work. That's what I said. One of the guys says, I like it.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Cobra. This is, it's really, it's kind of, it's just a dream. It's a passion. It's a calling. I feel to get people on more wheels. I've talked about this before, and I know I talked about it in the Sensei Vegan show. But I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for these wheels and this community and the friendships and the bonds that I've created with people that I've met through this sport. And I feel like there's a lot of other people out there that could benefit from having a community and having a sport and getting out from behind the phone or from behind the video games or whatever else they're doing, or out of their own head. I know, Cobra, you come from military service background, and there's a lot of folks out there that are suffering with, PTSD and alcoholism, and there isn't a single EUC rider that I've met that hasn't said that their mental health hasn't been improved in some way from riding electric unicycles and being part of this community. And so what better way to help the community to bring other people into the community, because we have all helped, and we've all been helped and all been healed by these devices, and we know how we can identify with those people and connect with those people that are having those same problems and help them to overcome them. And I know it sounds like a big fantasy or something, but I truly believe that there are a lot of people out there that can benefit from what we're trying to do.
Yes, I agree, Seth, and I don't think that people really understand how serious that is, and like you said, I have run into people on the military base here when I rode through the base a few times, and they're like, "What in the world?" But they're instantly drawn to it. There's some of my law enforcement buddies that, like, as a matter of fact, Jessica, who's in the chat. We joined the police department together, and she retired. Now I'm retiring, but it's just one of those things that, at first people look and go, I ain't doing that. But then they keep seeing me do it, and they keep seeing the joy on my face, and they keep seeing the fun I'm having. And, they're like, you're like, when we went to China, people go, there's no way that those wheel things got you to China. I'm like, yes, there's a way that those wheel things got me to China.
It's funny you mention that, because the number one thing we hear is, I'd kill myself on that. And we say, we haven't lost one yet.
Definitely not just riding. You know what I mean? The thing that what I love about these, now he has, you see all the little ones out there, but we have all different kinds. That's what I love. If you have a need or a use case, there's a certain type of wheel that can fill it. Whether you're doing something slow and you just want to chill, if you just want to go around the block a few times and let the wind blow through your hair, And I say that because there are people who say, well, I don't have no use for that. And I'm like, I guarantee you will. Guarantee you. Because the joy that you feel, I guarantee. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Sorry. Oh, zoomed in there.
Yeah. It's like magic when we ride these things, and the only way for you to truly understand people is to ride them. Not just Seth and I, but all the riders that are there, every one of them will tell you the same thing. Trust us. Just try it. Just ride.
I have a special guest here, Cobra.
Who you got?
Hold on one second. Hold on. I got you.
Oh, hello.
Hey, it's Wheelie Brady.
Yeah. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you out there?
This is wonderful out here. It's really amazing. All these people really like us.
So it looks like you guys are having an amazing time out there. And I heard that the trails and the tracks out there are like pretty serious.
Yeah, this is the most difficult place I've ridden ever. The surface is from rocks and sand. Sand gets really deep sometimes, so catches you off guard.
Yeah. Well, I'm just happy that you guys are all out there, and
yeah.
I know you would agree with us when people say that they can't find a reason to ride these things. I was just talking about the fact that you can always find a reason to ride, and people come up with reasons. So what was your reason for starting, Brady?
What was my reason?
What was your reason for starting the ride?
Oh, I used to ride electric. I used to ride non-electric unicycles, and I ski raced. So as soon as I saw the electric unicycles, I wanted to combine the two and start racing on electric unicycles. It's just like skiing without buying the lift ticket, and you can go uphill, downhill. You don't need any snow. That's really the reason why I started.
That's right. And it's funny you say that because, hey, we need a lift. Well, I can go back up the hill on my own. And
Yeah.
and riding these things has been so crazy. But I want to give you some props because in China you also did some racing out there, and your off-road your off-road skills were being put into play out there. I was very impressed with your riding out there. As a matter of fact, both you and Seth, you guys surprised me both because we know Seth loves off-road, but Seth was in the top 7. He was like, no, I wasn't. I was like, yes, you were. And Wheelie Brady comes flying through, and I'm like, look, Wheelie's doing it too. You guys both did a hell of a job out there. So shouts out and hats off to both of you. I appreciate all the things that you guys are adding to our community, because without you guys, there's a lot of people that wouldn't have been brought into the fold. So I appreciate you, Brady. You're doing a hell of a job, man. And keep sharing your positive energy, brother. I appreciate you.
Thanks, man. Good to see you.
Yeah.
That's great.
Wheelie.
We've got.
Go ahead.
Sorry, we got some more people here. They're coming through the booth. They're signing their waivers and they're jumping on electric unicycles. We all have these name tags here. I don't know if you can see that.
Sweet.
But it has it has our name, it has our hometown, and there's that QR code right there. So when people come into the booth, they just scan the QR code, and it brings them to a page where they can sign the waiver. They can sign up for text alerts. So we send out text alerts anytime we're airing up the jump bag or anytime we're going to be racing. We let them know because, that's been the number one thing that people come to the booth. They're like, when is your race? What are you guys doing? We want to watch and we want to support what you're doing. And it's just been so nice to have the warm reception that we've had here at King of the Hammers. It's unprecedented. And I'm hoping that this is a turning point for us and for our sport. And I'm hoping that those of you that are out there that ride EUCs and people stop you and ask you questions, that you could be talking to the next potential rider. They're interested because they see you and they go, wow, that thing is wild. I want to try to learn how to ride one. So
exactly.
I often tell people, just take that few moments out of your day and sign up as an affiliate with eRideLife and send them on over to buy a wheel here. You'll get a kickback back and help eRideLife in our mission, and also help yourself and help build a community.
Yeah, and that's what we want to continue to do, everybody. We want to continue to build a community. We support each other. We support everybody that is doing positive things in the community. Matter of fact, at the Wheel Life Rally, which is August 15th and 16th, Amped always comes through. Seth is always there to make sure that Amped is represented and make sure that he supports the Wheel Life Rally way up here. We are nowhere near him, but we are part of the team. And one thing I give Seth credit for that too, because even when we're in the midst of craziness, trying to set up Amped and do everything, Seth took out time. He took a break, got on a plane, and then the other time he just jumped in his car and drove. And I just appreciate you, Seth, because not only are you making it happen for Amped, but you're making sure the Amped family is also taken care of. So I appreciate you. And everyone's asking from last year, they're like, hey, will the bag be out there this year? So this year we have it set up so that, Seth hopefully can have more time to be there, so that this time we can actually put the ramp out. Hopefully we don't get any rain like we did. But
yeah, that's a great segue actually, Cobra, for the events that AMP supports. We support the mini PEV games, which happens up in Canada. That's Brett Brownlee and the Toronto E-Riders. Shout out to Brett. Shout out to Shira. I know she's in the chat as well as Karen and their whole crew. They have also been out to support AMPed. And I just feel like, with all the support that you have given to AMPed and that Brett has given to AMPed, it's a reciprocity. Everybody just benefits when everybody helps out. We're such a small community, it's such a niche community that I don't see it as competition. We all have our own types of events, and there's no reason why we can't support all of them. The Quebec Games, we help to support them. Northwest Electric Fest, Let It Ride in back in Boulder City, Nevada. We help to support them. So we just feel like the more events that there are, the more people that come out, the more people that are exposed to these events, the better. And shout out to you for sticking through it with the Wheel Life Rally, because I know from experience that these events don't make money.
Nope.
These events it's a passion project. We take money out of our pockets every year to make these things happen.
Yep.
And that's why through Ultra 4 and through this expansion with eRideLife, we're hoping that can help to support what we're doing, to support our mission. And that's why when you buy a wheel or buy parts or buy accessories through eRideLife, you're not only helping Amped Electric Games, you're also helping Wheel Life Rally, you're helping the Mini PEV Games, Northwest Electric Fest. That's how we're going to keep it all going. And so the community supporting the community, we have an entire docket of events that we are trying to get out to this year, which includes Scottsdale Bike Week. That's 100,000 motorcycle riders down in the Phoenix area.
Yeah. What's the date? You know the dates on that, Seth, off the top of your head?
Yeah, that's going to be April 4th through the 6th. The folks over there are so nice. They have offered us their indoor dirt arena to organize some off-road, on-road races in their arena. They said that we could put our jump bag up in the middle of the arena. They're going to put us on the stage with twin stunts and the Monster Energy dirt bike riders to do an EUC stunt show 4 times a day there at that event. After that is Myrtle Beach Bike Week. After that is Hyperfest. After that is Laconia Bike Week in New Hampshire, which is right near Wheel Life Rally as well. And Cobra this year, I know it's a big ambition, and it all depends on how much support we can get. But we would love to make it to Sturgis this year, because I'm telling you, there is a lot of crossover between these guys on the dirt bikes and on the motorcycles and what we're doing on EUC. So we're kind of sneaking in with the Bigot ES, the dirt bike, and then we're going to say, hey, what do you think of these unicycles over here too? So that's kind of what we're doing. We're leading with the dirt bike, which is a new offering from Bigot. If you aren't familiar with it, it's a new motorcycle that Bigot is offering. Cobra, I know you rode it out in China. What did you think about it?
I thought it was amazing. I haven't been on a dirt bike in like forever, and I haven't been on a motorcycle in a while. So I was like, let me just give it a try. And then we had the K6 and the Q3 were also out there, and I was able to drag race against them on the moto. Great bike.
I have another special guest here, Cobra.
Ooh, who you got?
All right, hold on.
What's up?
Yo, ThaBlackCobra. How's it going, man?
It's Sterling, my man. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, living the dream, brother. Living the dream.
Yeah, we were hanging out in China the last time I saw this guy. So,
what an epic journey that was. This is close to being top tier experience with that.
Yeah.
And I just got here too, so there's plenty of time. Yeah, there's plenty of time for it to catch up with China.
Well, since you just got there, give me your impressions. Give me your vibes and your feeling.
I've been trying to get to this event for like 10 to 15 years, because on the East Coast, me and some buddies race Jeeps, and I've always been into automotive stuff, and now that I'm obsessed with everything you see, racing and wheels and the community and the vibes and the therapy that these wheels are. To be out here just for hammers, it might be kind of silly for me. So this is a dream to be out here doing what I love to do with a family that I love, with a family that I'm already familiar with. So, and the people here are fantastic. They love us. We love them. It's incredible.
Well, I'm glad that they share the vibe that we have, because that's really the key, is to find more like-minded people that share the vibe that we have. And I know they're passionate about what they're doing, so to know that they can have some passion, and share in it with us is amazing as well. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your energy, and I appreciate you adding to the AMP team while you're out there.
Back at you, brother. Likewise, we wouldn't be half of what we are if you didn't do what you do. So thank you for being you and doing what you do.
Well, I appreciate it,
because
brother.
this is important, and thanks to everybody that's out there watching, because we're out here growing the family.
Yes, right.
So that's what it's about.
That's right. Growing the
Yeah.
family. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
You want to send somebody else over?
Yeah, I'd love to.
We'll grab somebody else who's not helping with our training system here. It's crazy, man. We've had so many people just coming through and want to try what we're doing, and it's great. I don't think there's ever been any event ever that more new people have been exposed to electric unicycles.
Well, that now that you mentioned that, Seth, I was just going to tell you that. Now, you remember that Wheel Life Rally is held at the WIC 338, and it's one of the toughest dirt bike tracks in the country. And the owner, Rick, and his sons, they are interested in electric unicycles. And what they had asked me in the past is they wanted to have a representative from one of the companies that sells wheels to be out there at their event when they have their event. And they have thousands of people that cram into the WIC. I went to the event and I could not believe the sheer number of people. There was standing room only on every location around, and it would have been perfect to have an eRideLife booth, which we can do this year. We can see if we can work that out. So if we could get a few wheels to this way, and we could set up a learning tent like you have there. He was interested, and he wanted to do it for the last 2 years. So knowing,
All about it.
So knowing that we have the ability now and more opportunity, it's exciting to hear, and I'm excited. I can't wait to let him know what we can do now. So.
We got a kid who just jumped on a Future for the first time, and he is just whipping around the place on this thing. It's crazy. It's crazy. These guys are just, I think a lot of these kids, they were kind of raised with like hoverboards and other balance kind of devices, and they just pick it up and ride. It's wild. I have another special guest here, Cobra.
Let me see
Hold
who
on
you
one
got.
second.
Yo! Nico!
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Yo, Nico is the man. Yo, Nico was down here at the Wheel Life Rally as well. He was with us in China. Nico was bringing in the new year with a rocket between his legs.
I had to show him how Americans celebrate.
That's right. The one thing I could say about Nico, people, is this guy has so much skill when it comes to riding an EUC, especially off-road. To watch him riding through the rocks, and so he's like in the perfect place over there. I'm glad that he's there, because to see him and Zach and some of these guys race on some of those crazy off-road trails, I can't wait. It's good to see you, brother. I'm glad you made it.
Likewise. Yeah.
Nico's doing big things on the East Coast. You want to tell him a little bit about PEV Academy?
Sure. I just started PV Academy. Actually, it's been almost a year now. We do a monthly event. Anyone come out for free. We get like 30, 40 people coming out and learning how to ride at a mountain bike park. People just see us and they're like, what is going on over there? They love it. We get an airbag set up. It's epic.
Sweet.
Yep. Spreading the EUC community around.
That's it. That's good. Yet another event. I love it. More events we can come up with to teach more people how to ride, the better off we are. That's for sure.
Where can they learn more about PEV Academy?
They can learn more about PV Academy on my Instagram, EUC Nico, or pvevents.com.
All right. You guys heard it here. PEV Academy. Nico, the jump master, as I called him.
Awesome.
That's fantastic.
couldn't be more blessed by having, you know, the best riders in the world out here. Like I was saying, part of this team. It's been just incredible, and the love. You know, we got like 7 guys in a little RV, Cobra. So I know you've probably stayed in barracks before. This is probably pretty close to what that is. We got bunk beds in this mofo. We got there may or may not be some spooning going on. Huddling to keep warm at night here in the desert.
Oh,
we did
man.
get 3 inches of snow the first weekend that we were here. So
Yo, that's crazy. Crazy.
It's been extreme.
Yeah, it's been amazing. It sounds like the videos that you guys have put out so far have been like, you know, I'm like, wow. Because I'm on these damn crutches. All I could think was, I wish I was there.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that you had already scheduled your surgery. So
Yeah. Well, you know what was crazy is I had my surgery was scheduled for a different date, and then they rescheduled it to this date, and then I couldn't move it again. I'm like, can you reschedule again? Reschedule again? And they're like, no, sorry, this is the only time we can do it. I'm like, come on. So, but it's good. I'm glad I got it done. So that's another thing off my plate I don't have to worry about going forward. So, you know, I can't wait. So, Arizona, I've never been to Arizona, and you were talking about April 4th and through the 6th there, and that seems crazy. And you said it was, did you say Scottsdale? Is that where it was?
Yeah, Scottsdale. It's right outside of Phoenix there. That one's going to be a really epic event. We're super excited about it. It'll probably be, you know, next to this event, it's going to be the biggest event that EUCs have ever been featured at. We were at Hyperfest, and you were there as well last year. That was about like 40,000 people. This Arizona Bike Week is like 100,000 people. Similar size to this event that we are here.
A couple two tree people.
Yeah, and I think, you know, with this learning corral that we have set up, and you know, the system, you know, this wouldn't work if we didn't have a team that worked perfectly in concert with each other. We have somebody will scan a waiver with Nico, and then they'll be handed off to get a helmet from Declan, and then Willie Brady will take them around the learning corral. So it's really a team effort. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because, you know, these aren't just salespeople. These are professional electric unicycle riders. It would be like Mario Andretti giving you a driver's ed lesson.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
What it's like.
So, I mean, I hope people appreciate it. I know that they may not, because they may not really, you know, but we know what's going on, and we know that what we're doing is speaks volumes to the future. We're doing it to make the future better. So,
I got another special guest here. Hold on one second.
All right. What's up? Yo. Yo. Hey.
Why you not here? I got a prayer for you.
Yeah, I know, man. I would be there if I didn't have surgery. I would have been there, brother. Definitely.
You should have come here. We could have done the surgery for you here. Man. We would have been better. We would have attached the unicycle straight to you.
Yeah, hey, I trust you riding. I trust you riding the wheel, but I don't trust your surgery skills. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's up in my hands, man. We'll be all right.
But hey, but you
all types of people on these things.
You have seen me at my worst, though, when I almost went off that mountain.
I think about it all the time. That has not left my thoughts. Every time someone mentions your name, I am thankful you're still here. No one knows how bad that could have been with me. That was incredible.
Yep.
Yeah, glad you're here. Can't wait to ride with you again for sure.
Yeah, brother. I'm glad you're there. I'm glad you're there to share your energy and enthusiasm with everybody, man. I appreciate you.
I'm trying really hard.
For people that don't know you, who are you and where are you from?
Guys, I'm Manny. They call me Reckless. I ride a lot in New York. I live in New Jersey. Spend a lot of time in Puerto Rico. Shout out to Extreme AUC in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Everybody that wants. Yeah, they'll take anybody that wants to go on a tour. They'll take you on all types of tours all through Puerto Rico. They bring you wheels. The most awesome people you'll ever meet.
I'm hitting them up the next time I go.
Yeah, Extreme EUC and PR. Shout out to everybody in New York. Stop being lazy. Get out here. Come race. Come try some real stuff.
Gold's in the comments.
Gold, I love you. I miss you. I wish you were here.
Yeah.
Can't wait to smoke you on the track. We haven't even been able to rate once, so everybody, I got everybody in line one by one. I'm coming for everyone.
All right, man. It's good to see you, man.
Likewise. Later, guys. Nobody's safe. I got old people on these things. I got grandma, mom, dad. Who's next? Who needs help? Everybody, let's go.
That's right. Get them all on there.
I mean, man, I'm telling you, the love is infectious. We've been going at this all day. All right, the normal person would be exhausted at this point, but we are thriving off of the positive energy that people are bringing to us.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how. After an entire day of doing this, every other booth on this block is closed right now. We're the only ones open, and we still have a line. Like, people are into it.
Yeah. And that's really like fantastic to see, another thing I wanted to highlight real quick though, Seth, I wanted to make sure people understand what a comment you said earlier, and I already gave my opinion about why you said it as far as not going to be the cheapest, but I also want to make sure people understand that Declan is going to be the head tech. So you guys know he doesn't just fix wheels, he can build his own if he wants. He's I call him the mad scientist. He's the engineer with the most, like he's something else, and he's going to be the lead tech working on the wheels. So you have some good, and he's not the only one, but there are a lot of people that have a lot of knowledge on the team, so that you're going to get not only support, you're going to get backup, you're going to get the wheels to be able to be fixed. You're going to get there's a lot of a wealth of knowledge that comes along with this team as well. So when you're trying to decide who to buy from, if you're new to it and you don't have a base already of people, definitely you want to buy from eRideLife, because the idea is to put you in touch with the entire team of people. There will be no I can't reach anybody. Are you kidding? You can find us everywhere. So
it's great because we're also launching a portal. It's at portal.eridelife.com. Anybody can go sign up now and be part of the eRideLife community. And if somebody posts a question and you know the answer, you can go in there and help. So, it's similar to like a Facebook group, but it's not Facebook because not everybody's on Facebook anymore. It's on our own servers. We control everything. We are able to put that out there so that as we're selling wheels at this event, we can offer these guys the opportunity to go in and also ask questions and this happened with my wheel, or that happened, or how come I always turn to the left, or whatever.
No, that's you, buddy. That's you.
People always have questions. That's you. Yeah, are you sure one leg isn't longer than the other?
You may need to see a doctor about that. No.
You want to grab Declan real quick?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we got Brady over here. He's eating a cup of noodles. We've been trying to keep everybody fed. Brady and I, we cooked for about 2 weeks before this event. We made some brisket. We made some pulled pork. We made some bolognese, and we freezed it all and put it in the freezer so that everybody would have a good meal out here, because you got to keep the soul fed, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. I have another special guest here for you, Cobra. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Hey, Cobra.
Yo, Declan, what's up, buddy? Yo. So, guys, if you don't know Declan, first of all, you're missing out. Second of all, Declan is he's one of the best people I know. I call him the mad scientist. He's the creator behind God Mod. He does a lot for our community. He's always helping.
Try my best.
Yeah, and he's got the most enthusiasm as a racer I've ever seen. So, what do you think?
Me for being notorious and making noise all the time going down the track.
What do you think about the event out there right now, Declan? What are your vibes? What are you feeling?
spectacular, unlike anything I've ever been to. It's super gnarly. You've got car drivers here who build up their machines to go over wicked terrain that I had never seen before. Desert terrain is unlike anything else because you have deep sand that's throwing you side to side and huge rocks that you have to contend with. So the folks here are pretty extreme. But when they see us riding around, they think we're extreme, and that's a nice feeling because it's a mutual love and admiration.
Yeah, I love it. So have you met any other crazy engineers to nerd out with over the specs on all this stuff out there?
So many. It's been a joy to dive into the nitty gritty of the wheels here because people are much more technically minded, so they're thinking about all these kinds of things and interested to know the finer details, not just the big picture. So I'll dive in as deep as anyone wants to on any of the wheels, and spend hours talking about it.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. If anybody's ever had a conversation about specs with Declan, then you know he will. If you want him to go deep, he'll keep digging.
As much as you'd like. But the really most rewarding part has been seeing the reaction that people get from seeing the wheels for the first time. So I'll always ask someone coming up if they've ever seen this thing before because they don't even know what to call it. And most people say, no, I've never seen that wheel thing. And we explain it's an electric unicycle. You can try it. And everyone who tries it loves it. And we've been running through dozens of lessons each day. And it's really amazing. This is the most people learning to ride it any single day ever that I can think of.
That's
a beautiful thing. Growing
truly
sport,
amazing.
single, in leaps and strides.
Yeah, I love that. I truly love that. I love that for us. I love that for our community because I think that's what we need. And we have some of the best faces out there. You guys are some of the best personalities and the best faces to be the face of EUC and show people what this is all about. I thank you for what you're adding, man, and all of you guys, because you guys are definitely kicking ass out there, man. So I appreciate it. And it was good to see you in China.
Yeah, it was a wicked good time in China. And Kobe, the CEO of the GOAT, he's always talking about the passion and the love that riders have and how that's the most important piece, the fundamental. And so that's what we're here to bring and share to everyone else is the love that anyone who comes up can instantly tell that we're really about it. We love these wheels and we want you to try it.
I love it. I love it. So Spartacus said y'all have created an EUC rider factory.
It's like
I
an
like it,
assembly
Spartacus.
line. You walk in and you leave you walk in as Joe Schmo and you leave as Joe Rocket, the EUC rider.
That's right. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you know that we need it because those of us that have been doing this for a minute, you know that you may not have anyone in your family, anybody in your circle of friends at home that understands you when it comes to this. Sometimes when we start speaking about these things, they think we're speaking Greek. But when you're around other lovers of wheels, the sheer joy that we share, and now to be passing that joy onto brand new riders is amazing.
Right.
It's a great feeling to know that you've given somebody a source of joy. Yeah, I
Absolutely.
love it.
Families come in, the parents are encouraging the kids, try again, push harder, and it's great to see that it's supported by everyone who's here. We really have gotten such a positive response to the wheels themselves. No negative comments, nothing bringing us down. It's only been interest and encouragement.
That's fantastic.
I
I love looking at that, just looking at that, those guys riding. That's crazy.
We set up this corral to teach people to ride, so they have a railing to lean against that's roughly shoulder height, and it's very helpful because we don't have to walk with them the whole time.
That's a great idea.
It really was working so well.
That was Willie Brady's idea.
Great idea.
And I think originally that came from Ruben.
Ruben
has been using shopping
cart
corrals for a long time. And so shout out to Ruben, Are You Illest, for that idea.
Definitely. That's fantastic. That's amazing. This has been another time for us to come together. And I thank you guys. I know that it's not easy out there in the desert with generators and all that, making it happen, but you guys are making it happen. So I appreciate you taking the time out to sit for a minute. I just wanted to make sure everyone is well informed. Like I said, you guys were on with Sensei Vegan the other night. I wanted to make sure that between his live stream and this live stream, it'll be out there all over the internet. Everyone will see what you guys are doing, you know, and this is amazing. So
means a lot.
yeah.
And hey, we're self-interested as well. These trails are some of the gnarliest I've ever encountered. It's been a wicked good time to ride because you really build your skills. Going through the sand, you're constantly sliding left to right while going down the mountain straight. So you have to control your balance, manipulate the wheel, but not overcorrect. It's really pushing you to your limits. And so it's a unique experience that I couldn't find anywhere else. I'm having a wicked good time. Can't wait for our races. I scoped out the mountain. We found some pieces of the track that will be usable by electric unicycles. So we're excited that we have this course that we can race.
Okay, that sounds good, man. That sounds great to me. I can't wait to see it.
Got some variety. So there's one section here, people are calling it the whoops or the wops, or it's some rollers. It's pretty much the nicest pump track I've ever found in the world for electric unicycles. And the reason is that most pump tracks are built for 6-year-old kids who are riding a bicycle for the first time, and they want the space, the gaps to be very close. But these rollers are made for off-road cars, which have very big tires. So you can actually sink all the way into it, and then you're going over again, and it's like a ski slope, or you're riding over the waves.
Right.
The section is so unique. It's like a roller coaster. The sand on top makes it so slippery that you're going left and right. It's the wild for a bit on. I can't wait to race that section. Everybody's got to come next year and try it.
All right. It sounds like something that we all want to try. It's fantastic. So, Seth, I'm not sure. Roger was saying that the mics aren't being used, so you don't have to hold them. It's being picked up by something else, but I'm not sure. But we can hear you good, so
thanks, Roger.
Keep
Always
doing
so
what you're doing.
I'm watching the audio levels, and they seem to be working all right.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe
Okay.
Roger's ears aren't working. They might still be clogged up from China. Maybe he's got some Baiju in him.
Some Baiju. So Devo says you guys are repping EUCs to the biggest stage so far. We're proud of you guys already. Yeah, thanks,
It's a
Devo.
very receptive audience.
Yeah, you guys really are making it happen.
Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity to be on the show, Cobra. We really appreciate it. I know you're probably not feeling well, and we don't need to go all night. So if there are any other pressing questions, we'd love to answer anything that anybody in the audience might have questions.
You guys got that? If there's any questions from anybody in the chat, ask them now. We're going to wrap it up. But if not, just remember that you can always go, like we said, to eRideLife.com to get the wheels. And if you want to go to portal.eRideLife, you can go there and sign up so that you can be a part of the group. Also, ampedelectricgames.com. And if you're interested in going to the Wheel Life Rally, be sure to go to wheelliferally.com and check us out also on Instagram and YouTube as well. And you'll see all of these people there. I'm excited to continue to spread the gospel. I'm super excited about Wheel Life Rally, but I'm also excited to do a booth with eRideLife before the rally or after the rally when they have their big event at the WIC. I'm excited to tell them about this. So I will talk to you. I will talk to you guys later. Before we go, is there anything you guys want to close out with, Seth? Anything you wanted to say?
Yeah. So Richard asked, "What's next?" Oh,
Thanks, Gold, for the shout out. Yeah,
thanks,
we'll be safe.
Gold. We'll be safe, Gold.
Good advice.
Shout out. So we had a question. Ricardo was asking, "What's next?" Next on the docket is going to be the Scottsdale Bike Week. That's April 4th through the 6th. And then after that, we're going to be heading to the East Coast. We have Myrtle Beach Bike Week. We have Hyperfest, Laconia Bike Week. There's just so many different events that are really happy to have us and have invited us, and they're giving us booth space, and they're giving us a platform to do what we're doing here. And so it's really exciting.
Well, that's fantastic to hear.
We're putting ourselves in the prime time. So someone asked, is this a showcase of electric unicycles? The answer is yes. We want to show
how these wheels can handle the gnarliest terrain in the country. And that's the whole point.
Yep.
And we're bringing the race to the crowd. So we specifically chosen horses that are as close to the audience as possible so they can get a first-hand viewing of how quickly these machines can ride over wicked gnarly terrain. And if you miss it in person, you can catch it online too.
Yeah, because people don't believe it. People don't believe that these wheels can do what they do, but you guys are there to show them what they can do. So make it happen, people. Make it happen. If you guys got any questions, contact any of us. The whole AMP team is a big love fest. We love you guys. We love this community. Thank you, Seth. Thank you, Declan. You guys have a fantastic night.
You, Cobra.
And we'll see you guys the next time. Until then.
Ride safe, everyone.
All right. Deuces.